friends, I'm Heather. Welcome back to Belle's Library if you're new here. Today we are going to start a weekly reading vlog. So if you watched my TBR video, Belle's Bookland, where I play my TBR game, you will know kind of what I'm talking about. But for the month of October, I am captaining a team for the Treatathon. I'm Team Magic. And so it's a month-long readathon where I have a bingo board going. But also, there's a million other great readathons going on this month. So I have kind of broken it down, and I'm going to have weekly reading vlogs going. We'll talk a little bit about how Trick-or-Treatathon bingo's going. But then also, each week I'm going to do one of the readathons that are going on. So this week we are going to do Spooktober. It is also a month-long readathon, so if you're watching this and it's still October, you can jump in and join in. But there's 5 prompts and a group book for this one, so I'm going to go through what I'm going to be trying to read this week, and I'll be trying to vlog throughout the week. This week is massively busy for me, so we'll see how all of this goes. But before I start chatting all those updates for you guys, click subscribe down below if you haven't already, and follow me on Goodreads and Instagram. Those are both linked down there too. We can talk bookish all over the place. My goal was to start this on Friday the 1st, and we're gonna go until Thursday, and each of my vlogs are gonna start Friday and go through Thursday, and then the last one will be just the weekend of Halloween. But it's Sunday, so I haven't talked to you for the first couple days because yeah, life's crazy. Friday, I was at the hospital all day long. If you don't know, I'm in nursing school, and so I had clinicals all day that day for 12 hours, and I just was so tired when I got home, and I didn't do much. I watched some Virgin River. I'm enjoying that. I've been rewatching the first couple seasons, and then I haven't seen the last season that's been out. So just kind of catching up, and I just feel like it's a great fall show. And then I just knocked out on the couch. So that day was uneventful. And then yesterday, Saturdays are kind of my rest day after being at clinicals for the week. I'm usually pretty exhausted and I hang out with my family. Thought I was gonna get some reading done yesterday, and I got a little bit done. But yeah, I took my daughter shopping for some jammies and a jacket for the winter and stuff. And then we ended up having to pick up my niece later because her grandpa, not like super related to us, but he like broke his elbow, and so we like had her over for a few hours because he was supposed to be taking care of her, and obviously that didn't happen. So anyways, reading I've gotten a little bit in. So let's talk about my goals for reading for this week and what I'm hoping to kind of get through with Spooktober happening. And I'll show you guys my trick-or-treat board and where those books are at on my bingo board at the end here. But I have Practical Magic. This is the first book that I've gotten into, and I just thought this was such a great read to really start into the month. It's very, you know, quintessential October read with witches, and if you haven't seen the movie, it's really fun. It's been years since I've seen it, and I'm really wanting to try and watch it maybe this week as well. But this one I have started reading, and I've read like the first section, so I'm on page like 60. And it is definitely like kind of a slower paced, very character driven story. And we have like these 2 sisters who are the Owen sisters, and everybody's kind of a little bit afraid of them, and they live with their aunts because their parents died. And then you're kind of watching as they grow up, and then they kind of split after high school, and one of them, she just wants to get out of town, and she travels everywhere. She's always in a new state. And then we also are following, and that's Jillian. And then we have Sally, who kind of stays home, and she gets married and she has some kids, and so they kind of take different paths in life, and then eventually they're gonna converge back together, from what I remember. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It could really go either way. Character driven, slow plot type stories I can either just fall in love with and adore, or I can just really be bored. So right now I'm enjoying it. So we'll see how it kind of progresses, but this one is going to cover a couple of prompts for the Spooktober readathon. We have the prompt of read a book with witchcraft or folklore, so we have some witches in here, and then also read a book with Halloween elements, and this is just very Halloween-y to me, so it's like perfect. The group book is In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. This is to read a book with dark academia in it. There's also a prompt to read a book with morally gray characters, and I feel like this one probably will fit into that one. And then also the next one kind of fits in there, so we're kind of using it for those. But this one says 6 friends, 1 college reunion, and 1 unsolved murder. So I'm guessing we've got this cast of 6 different friends and kind of a murder mystery type story. It's kind of makes me think of The Guest List by Lucy Foley, except for in this kind of more dark academia setting, maybe. So we'll find out. I'm excited to see. And the last book is Ace of Spades by Ferida Abike Iyemidi. I really need to look up how to say that name. But this one, everybody was really raving about like a month or 2 ago, I want to say, and really enjoying it, so I'm curious as to how this one's going to go. And this one I'm reading for the prompt of read a book from a BIPOC author and or characters involved. So that one's fitting here, and then possibly that morally gray character arc as well. And in this one, we're following these 2 teens, and they are in high school, and they're the only Black kids in the high school, and they start getting texts from aces, and I think he's actually sending it out to the whole school or something, telling all of their deep dark secrets and really just targeting them, and they're trying to figure out who this person is. And so it's kind of more of a thriller type aspect, but that's perfect for this time of year too, I feel like. So these are the 3 books we're going to try to get through by Thursday. Like, I'm really going to have to probably push on this one, and I don't know if I'm going to finish them all, but we're going to try our hardest. Today I'm studying for my test, and I'm hoping to get a good chunk into practical magic. And then tomorrow I'm at clinicals all day for 12 hours again, so I don't know how much I'm actually going to get done tomorrow at all. Tuesday I'm going to be studying like heck for my test because it's on Wednesday morning. And then I'm hoping Wednesday afternoon will be kind of like a little more chill. I'll be like, okay, test over. Let's take a break. Because then Thursday and Friday I'm back at the hospital. So it's a very, very busy week. I'm at the hospital a lot this week, which I'm usually going 2 days a week, but now my schedule is changing a little bit. So I have 3 days this coming week. But then the following week I only have 1 day. So then it's like I should be able to catch up a little bit. But that's kind of the goals. That's where we're at. I'll talk to you guys soon. Oh my goodness, if I have to study for 1 more minute today, my brain may explode. I'm drowning in schoolwork and I am so worn out and I'm exhausted. But I did try to break up in between doing studying, and like I would stop and like fold a load of laundry or do some dishes, and then I just made dinner, and during those moments I was trying to listen to the audiobook for practical magic. So I'm making headway in here. I just started into the 3rd like section. The book's kind of broken up into these sections. It's not really chapters. So we are on levitation, and it's at like almost page 200, and this book's, I think, just under 300, 286. So yeah, I've got less than 100 pages left. Overall, I am enjoying listening to it. It's nothing like super amazing, like, and I don't know, like it feels like it's really different from the movie. But it's been so long since I've seen the movie, I'm like, maybe I just don't remember. But I thought the movie was more following like Sally and Jillian and their connection as sisters and just some of their stuff going on. But I feel like we're following a lot of Sally's daughters as well. And like, they're now teenagers, and I don't remember them getting that old in the movie. And I'm like, geez, I need to go back and watch this movie. So I really am hoping this week at some point I will be able to watch this movie and I can be like, okay, definitely way different. Or I can be like, yeah, I just don't remember anything about this movie apparently. But I mean, I've been dying to watch the movie for the last few years, and I just haven't gotten to it. Been watching a lot of other stuff. So yeah, that's gonna have to happen because I see some things I'm like, oh yeah, like the toads and them like in the, I don't know. I don't give things away if nobody's like read this or seen the movie or anything, but yeah, I definitely remember that and like the guy that Jillian was involved with, and I remember like pieces of that. But they're like not even at the aunt's house. Weren't they at the aunt's house like the whole time in the movie? Or am I going crazy? I don't even know. I feel like I really just don't know. But the book's okay. I'm not feeling, I guess, connected to the characters as I would like to. And I don't know. So I'm kind of like hoping that maybe that'll come around a little bit. I feel like we're just spanning through quite a few years. And I don't know. It's just, I'm not like super invested. And I don't know if it is because I'm listening to audio. Also, totally like made a mistake and I accidentally downloaded the abridged audiobook and was listening to that for a little while for a section of this, and then realized I was like, I feel like, what is even going on? Like, I'm trying to find my spot in the book, and I was like, I don't remember listening to this, but I'm also past this. I was very confused and realized that, yeah, I had the wrong edition, so I had to go and get the unabridged, but I didn't want to, like, I didn't know where to really start from at that point, so I kind of like backtracked a little bit, but I'm sure I missed a little bit of stuff in there too. It's been a little bit of an interesting ride reading this book today and trying to study, and I think my brain's just no longer a functioning thing right now. It's got too much in there, and it's turning to mush. So yeah, that's where we're at. And I probably will talk to you guys tomorrow, and hopefully I will be finishing this up either tonight or tomorrow. I kind of am thinking I might stop reading this one for a little bit, and I kind of want to pick up one of the other books. I'm really curious about In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife. Is that what it's called? I always like forget. I'm like, in my dreams, and then I know there's a knife, and I'm pretty sure it's In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. It's such a long title. Anyway, so I'm kind of wanting to pick that up tonight. But then I'm also kind of wanting to watch more Virgin River. But I really should just do a little bit of reading too. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll talk to you guys later. Good morning. Sorry ahead of time that sometimes you're going to see me in this awful lighting in my garage because I don't want to wake up my family inside the house. But I wanted to be able to say hi to you today. So, hi, it's Monday morning. It's super early in the morning. I'm gonna go head to the hospital. It's like 5:30 right now. And I'll be there most of the day. So I didn't know if I was really gonna be able to talk to you otherwise today. So I'm saying hey now. Last night, I almost finished Practical Magic. I think I'm gonna finish it probably during the car ride, either to or from heading to the hospital here. So almost done there, but I also started a few chapters into In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. I'm on page like 30, so I'm not like super into it, but I did start a few chapters. We're basically following this one girl, and most of the chapters I've done have been from like present day. It's 2019. She's getting ready to go to her college 10-year reunion for the class of 2009. And then we also do flashback to the 2000, I guess it was like more like 2008 or 7 or something. So it was like flashing back. The flashback that we got was to her like very beginning of getting to college, her parents like dropping her off at her dorm, and her meeting some of the people that like are going to become a big part of her college life. So basically she moves into this dorm room that's called East House, and her friends become known as East House 7. So there's these 7 of them that just like hang out, and they become like a crew throughout college. And then their senior year, they kind of lose a couple people because one of them ends up getting murdered and one of them is accused of doing the murdering, and so things kind of, explode on them a little bit. So now we're going back for this 10-year reunion, and Jessica, she's the main character that we're following. She's like, I am different and I want to show everybody how much I've done with my life and yada yada. So she's headed back, and before she left, she like met up with Jack, who's the one that was accused of the murder. He was never like fully convicted. There wasn't enough evidence, but everybody believed that he did it, and he ended up dropping out of college that last year because of it. And it's kind of derailed his whole life. So they meet up at a bar, and apparently she still talks to him, but she hasn't told anybody else that she does, I don't think. And she really believes that he's innocent. So yeah, she's gonna go meet up with everybody else and do this reunion thing, and I'm assuming some stuff's gonna like come up about the murder years ago, and we're gonna find out probably who actually did it, is my guess. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that one. I feel like it's giving me definitely some very They Never Learn vibes, if you've read that by Elaine Fargo. Similar, kind of like we're on this college campus, and there's a lot of ivy and brick and gothic features at this one, but just like the vibes of the writing and stuff brought me back to that book quite a bit, and I really did enjoy that one. I gave it 4 stars. So I'm hoping this one's gonna be a good one. It sounds good so far. So we'll see. But I will talk to you guys at some point. I don't know if I'll see you again today. We'll see. Usually I'm pretty busy, and then I get home and I'm just exhausted. So I don't know that I'll talk to you later. But yeah, I'll talk to you sometime. Well, don't I look like I've been studying all day? Yeah. I'm just taking a break because I need it, but I'm going to keep going. It's like 7:30 at night, and I definitely am going to squeeze in a few more hours. And I definitely started at like 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. So it's been a very long day of studying for my test tomorrow. I still don't feel very confident. But anyways, so yeah, I was just in bed doing some practice questions and watching some YouTube videos and stuff to try and get down all these concepts, and it's a blast. Actually, it looks like Timmy's. He's chilling over there too. So hard to see because he's black. Tim. Here he is. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah. So I have some updates from yesterday in my reading. I did finish Practical Magic yesterday. Feeling okay about it. 3-star read. It was cute and fun, but I need to watch the movie again because I feel like, and now that I've kind of finished it and hearing from other people that they really liked the movie way better, and kind of felt the same way. I mean, the writing's pretty. It's a fun story. It just, like, there was some pickup in some of the action, but then, like, I felt like it kind of just never really went anywhere. I don't know. Definitely wanting to watch the movie, because I'm just kind of feeling in the middle about the book. But I remember loving the movie. It's just been a long time, so I'll have to try and do that really soon. Maybe tomorrow night. Might be a good night after the test. Hoping to just catch up on a few things and then kind of take some time, because then I'm back to clinicals for a couple days, so there's that. And then I did start reading In My Dreams I Fold a Knife last night. I got to page 78, so not a ton of reading in here, but a little bit more. Slowly working through here. I'm enjoying the, like, dark academia vibes. Really paints a picture of the school that they went to with some gothic architecture and stuff, which I love that. And we're starting to just get introduced to all of these different people more that were part of Jessica's friend group, and kind of just learning a little more about her. There's just stuff that I know she's holding back, but I'm not really sure what it is yet. Obviously, we're still kind of early, but I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. We'll see kind of how it goes. Did I talk about what this is about? I think I did. Yeah, because I had started it and I talked about it yesterday morning, like really early, about, like, it's a a group of friends, and we kind of have two different timelines. Then leading up to when one of the friends got murdered in their senior year, and one of the other friends got like blamed for the murder, and then the now, which is 10 years later, where our main character is going back to the reunion and meeting up with all of these friends again, and I am sure that lots of secrets and crazy stuff's going to come out. So anyways, that was my very fast little break to update you on my reading, and now I get to do some more practice questions and exam type stuff for tomorrow. I'll let you guys know how that goes. Cross your fingers that I do okay. My test is over and I got a B. I am so thrilled with that. Oh, feels good. I passed it. All that work I put in yesterday was totally worth it. So yes, hopefully something entertaining can happen for you guys today, although probably not. Gonna go grocery shopping, do a few chores, but I'm really hoping to get through some reading today. I don't foresee that by the end of tomorrow, I'm going to be done with the next two books that I said I was trying to get through, but I'm hoping at least the one that I'm reading right now, In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, hoping that one will happen. So yeah, that's where we're at. I just want to let you guys know that I passed my test and it went good, and I'm so excited and I'm so happy to have that off my shoulders. Did you have fun tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your favorite part of gymnastics?
My favorite part was kickovers.
Cool.
And also my next part was the swing.
I know, that was cool. We haven't seen that before, right? That was fun.
It's so much fun!
Just got home from my daughter's gymnastics tonight, and it was like the first chance I actually got to do some reading today. I definitely wanted to get more in, and I ended up doing some editing and getting some video stuff ready for tomorrow's video that's going up, and trying to get this vlog kind of started with some of the editing. And I did some chores around the house. I went to the grocery store and just all the stuff that needed to get caught up that I haven't been doing because I've been studying so much or at the hospital. So yeah, but I did get to read while she was there for an hour on page 115. So we're slowly kind of working our way into here, but I was really surprised by the direction this is going, and it almost feels a little bit isolated setting type thriller mystery, which I love. So yeah, this kind of went a direction that I didn't realize that they were kind of going to end up in this. I don't know if they're going to stay here, but basically they're back for the 10-year reunion besides Jack, who's the one who supposedly killed Heather, and they all went back to the frat house and were led down there for a memorial time by Heather's brother into the basement, and now like they're all being like accused of having all these secrets, and all the secrets are starting to come out, and just I'm like, wait, what? Are we all gonna be stuck in this basement? Like that's kind of what it seems like. So I don't know. I'm definitely like, oh, okay, things gonna get juicy, and I'm excited, and I'm excited to be piecing through like this kind of mystery of who actually did it. And you know, there's a lot of plot holes being put in that make it to where it doesn't seem like Jack did it at all. And yeah, I'm enjoying this quite a bit so far. It's going really well. So I'm really hoping to, I don't know, I like want to keep reading this tonight, but I also want to watch the movie Practical Magic. I don't know, I might do that tomorrow, because a lot of times after I've done my super long 12-hour shift, I just am too tired to read. Like my brain's just like not with it, unless maybe I'm listening to an audio, and I don't have audio of this. And I was hoping my audiobook of Ace of Spades would come through, but it still hasn't, and I don't think it's going to anytime soon, so I might have to read that one physically as well. But yeah, so maybe I'll read this, maybe I'll watch the movie, but I think I might watch the movie tomorrow night, unless my husband wants to hang out. So anyways, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. I'll let you know how it goes. But yes, very, very, very interested in where this is going. I'm enjoying it so much. nice and ready to go to the hospital. Packed up my bag this morning with my lunch and some water, and I'm drinking some coffee, and I'm getting ready to go. I figured I'd say hey, let you know that I read a good chunk of In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife. Oh my gosh, I can never remember that title. It's so long. I'm really enjoying it. I'm like, I think around page 230. I've got like 100 pages left. So moving through that. I want to get back to it. I wish that I could just like curl up in bed and just read it all day, but you know, life things. Anyways, yeah, just I'm really enjoying it, and the direction it's going. It's not, I thought it was gonna kind of be a little more isolated, and it is more isolated on the school campus, but they're still kind of moving around on the campus and finding out all kinds of stuff that happened back then that nobody knew about, different things that happened that night that wasn't investigated, and trying to figure out who killed Heather. So yeah, it's entertaining my logical mind. I'm like, how is this piecing together? Who is it? I'm kind of bouncing around with different ideas, but I'm not landing on one that I'm really strongly adamant about it at the moment. So yeah, that's kind of how the reading is going. And so this is supposed to be the last day of this weekly vlog, and so we're gonna see how this evening goes. But I may just, I guess I'm gonna have to like continue Spooktober into my second week, which is fine. And then I think next week I was gonna do all the short stories in the Amazon Dark Corners collection. It's like a collection of horror stories. So I think I should be able to just continue this and then do those as well. And that should be fine. And it'll all work out beautifully, I am sure. So we can chit chat some more about all these books, but I'm hoping to either watch Practical Magic so I can tell you a little more about my opinions between the book and the movie, or finish this one book. So I will have finished a couple books for this vlog. So there should be one more update after this, and we'll figure that out and see if any of that happened. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up this first week vlog, and I have some updating for you guys. I finished In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead, and I really enjoyed this. So I came back home on Thursday night and I decided I really, like all day was thinking about how much I wanted to finish reading this book. I wished that I could bring it with me and read it on my breaks while I was there. I just don't have enough room in my bag to bring a book, and we don't get to drive there. They don't have a lot of parking, so the hospital pays for us to get a lift there, and so it's not feasible for me to bring a book, unfortunately. It's hard to do, but it is what it is. So I came home and I was like, I'm reading this. Like, I just have to know what's going on. I definitely will say that this book definitely gripped me and kept me going, and like just had this pace that just made you want to come back for more and find out more of all these people's dirty secrets and what in the heck they've been doing, and oh my gosh, all their crazy college things that they had going on. It was good. I enjoyed that. So I don't know that the ending, like, it definitely had some twists in there, and there was a little extra one right at the end, and I was like, okay. And I enjoyed it, but I didn't get like a huge, like, surprising, like, what? Kind of moment. But it still was like, it was good ending, and I felt like it was solid, and went places I wasn't fully expecting, although I kind of was expecting some of it. So I think I'm going to give this one 4 stars, just because it doesn't feel like a full 5-star, but I still super enjoyed the story. I enjoyed like how I just wanted to be invested in the story, and I didn't want to put it down, and it was fun. And I feel like, I was thinking about this earlier actually, that this book feels like a mix between They Never Learned by Elaine Fargo and The Guest List by Lucy Foley. It's kind of got that multiple characters, all with secrets, and you're trying to figure out who murdered this person vibe that the guest list kind of has, but then has this school setting that Lane Fargo kind of builds up in They Never Learn, and this kind of person that you're following that has some questionable ideals. Let's wait for the train to go by real fast. Okay, that should be a little bit better. So yeah, that was kind of that one. And then the other book we did read this week was Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman. This one was more like a 3-star for me. It was kind of enjoyable, but not living up to the hype. I'm still really wanting to watch the movie. I tried last night to watch it, and it wasn't downloading very well. I don't know if my internet was just being a pain. So yeah, that was a thing. Or not last night. Was it last night I tried? I don't know, my days are blurring together. I tried at some point to see if I could get it going, and it just wasn't quite working, so I will try again, and maybe in next week's vlog we'll talk about that. So I'm partially through my Spooktober TBR. We just have Ace of Spades left. That is upside down. It's kind of confusing because the face is on the like it's on a card. Thought it was up the right way for a second. Anyways, so this is my last book for that. So hopefully in week 2 I will be able to get through this one and the other books I want to read. So come back for the next week. And then as far as my bingo card, I only read 2 books so far, so obviously I haven't gotten a bingo yet, but I'll show you kind of where those are at on the board here, and you can check that out for the Trick or Treatathon. And we're going to end it here. I'm pretty sure that the train's going to get louder, like right now. So that's fun. I will talk to you soon.